Do you go to a lot of networking events but find that you have a hard time establishing relationships with people after the event? Hi, I'm Don Purdum at UnveilTheWeb.com, and this last Thursday I had two phenomenal events I went to in the Washington, D.C. area. And I want to leave you with a few tips on how you can capitalize on building relationships with people that you meet at a networking event. So how do you take someone that you meet offline and bring them online and cultivate a relationship? Well, number one, you've got to have a plan. What does a plan look like? It means you going in with purpose and intention, right? So a couple of quick things. Number one, know your message. Know exactly what it is that you stand for, what you want to say, and how you're relevant to people. Number two, make sure that you know exactly who it is that you want to talk to when you go to one of these events. Do you scope them out? Do you know what kind of people are attending? Is there a list somewhere of attendees? Can you talk to the registrar and find out what type of businesses are being represented at the event? Number three, when you get there, don't just go sit at your table. Get out. Go meet people. Mingle. Ask them, what business are you really in? Find out a way or a question through your message that you can become relevant to them, because they're going to ask you, what do you do? And if you just unload on what you do, they're really not going to care, because we know when we go to networking events, these are just pleasantries, right? They're really not all that interested in knowing what you want to do. But I'll tell you what they are interested in. They are interested in knowing how is what you do relevant to their particular needs, problems, wants, or desires. You have to be the one to figure out what that is by learning how to ask the right questions through your message. And finally, once you've connected with them and they've identified with you, don't just leave it there, because you don't want to sell them at these events. That's not the goal for going. The goal is to network and connect with people. So how do you take that relationship and now cultivate it? What I suggest you do is take pictures with them. Don't just take pictures with them and then post them to your social media, but use your blog if you have a blog as well. Include links to their websites, incorporate them into your articles. Find meaningful ways to give them value, because if you bring somebody value, they're going to be much more interested in knowing what you're about and how you can help them do what you're doing for yourself. So with all of that said, if this is something that you're interested in, how do you take offline relationships, bring them online, and then cultivate relationships that either one, translate into sales, or two, translate into people that serve the same audience you do but in a different way, and they give you access to their network? Then visit this blog article right here in this video, or that's somewhere on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever that goes back to the blog article that will tell you much more specifically about how you can take offline relationships that you cultivate at networking events, develop them into long-term relationships that equal money for you.